Raja, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
The internet
Yes,
problem
sir.
is there today because of continuous running it. Morning, yesterday, since yesterday night. So signals are not there. Only 2 points are showing actually here. Wi-Fi. The problem. Okay, right. Last class what we discussed. We have okay 2 types of testing approaches: white box testing and black box testing. Okay, white box and black box testing. White box means okay testing done by the developers. Testing done by the developers. Black box testing, it is done by the testing team. Okay. During this process, developers will verify the internal coding, okay, and design of the application. During this process, testers verify the functionality, behavior of an application. Okay, technical skills are mandatory. Technical skills are okay, not compulsory. The process is also called as okay, structural testing or glass box. We have to follow some structure because we have to check coding here. Okay, or glass box means transparent. For example, Roger, I read the code, I hand over to you. So how do you know which code you are writing for which logic? That's difficult to identify, right? That's why who done the coding, he has to test the code. Got my point? See, if I stand on the mirror, stand opposite the mirror, it shows my face only, right? Not your face. Correct or not? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Same thing here also. The errors, who develop the project, he knows the errors. Clear? Okay? Better? Correct. Next.
Yes, sir.
Also called behavioral testing or closed box testing. Also called behavioral testing or closed box testing. Unit testing and integration testing. Okay, are example for the WBT. Okay. System testing and acceptance testing are example for the black box testing. Okay, right. Difference between error, defect. Already we discussed error. Okay, defect, bug and problem we describe. Okay, now we'll check the bug and problem also. Okay, so what is error? Mistaken by the developer, right? This is you understand, right? You remember, right? Okay. Defect.
Sir, human mistake.
Hello. Yes, exactly. Human mistake. Exactly. Human mistake. Okay. Next to defect. What is defective? The defect is done by the developer. Okay, done by the developer. It is not error. Remember this. Even though you have defect, your project will work. Vishal, you got my point. Whether okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Even though your project has defect, your project will work. But that is not equivalent to the client requirement. Got my point. See, if I use pop-up to get the invalid username password, if I use label, both are same. But the problem is here. Okay, okay. The output will come, but that is not satisfied by the client. If a project is not satisfied with the client, then that problem is called defect. Got my point, right? Now see, for example, Rajat, you can raise any number of questions. So, for example, you are seeing the parliament now. So, opposition raising. You are from which state? Rajat and Vishal?
Yes. Yes, sir.
You are from which state?
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra, right? So now Maharashtra, you know very well. So 3 cases, different cases are running now. I think, right? So, for example,
yes, sir.
Opposition always question to the government, right? Correct or not?
Yes.
These all are valid questions. No, right? Some are valid, some are invalid. Correct or not? So, see, I can raise a question. I can raise a question. So you may not accept, or you may not accept us, right? You may accept, or you may not accept. Correct or not? Okay. Here, observe very important point. This is defect is not an error. Defect, if accepted by the developer, it is wrong. Then there is called bug. You got my point. Very important question. This is okay. What is bug? Bug is a defect when it is accepted by the developer. Got my point. For example, one person questioned, okay, one person questioned the other person. If other person accepts that question is correct, then he say, recently you saw the Riya Chakravarti case also, right? Riya
Yes,
Chakravarti
sir.
case. What happens?
Hmm.
See, we don't know whether she is murdered or not, okay? But actually, the question is raised on her, right?
Yes, sir.
Until, see, if she is accept, if she is true, she is a okay victim, then see, then only she becomes a okay, what you can call, I cannot understand, I cannot say that. So he becomes a prisoner, right? Until unless he is victim only, right? See, defect,
Yes, sir.
many defects you can identify, but all defects are not bugs. Okay, all defects are not bugs. If tester is raise a defect, question on the developer if accept, then that's called a bug. You got my point, right?
Yes.
Now see, error is a mistake of developer during the development process. Note, if you neglect the error, it becomes a defect in the later stages, okay, during the testing process. Right. Hence, error should become a should be correct in the in time. Okay. So for this purpose, we have different testing. That is the early testing. Okay. I'll tell you different testings we have. Okay. Right. Now, defect. What is defect? Defect belongs to executable end. Executable end. While performing the testing activity by the testing department, if you find any mistake, then it's said to be okay defect. Okay. Any mistake, see, I am starting. It is a mistake. So I can't say that is an error, that is a big bug. Again, I'm telling Rajat and Vishal. Okay, just I am okay thinking it is a mistake. Okay, right now. Bug again related with the developer. Then after completion of the bug fixing, those defects which are accepted by the developer, which are said to be the bug. Okay, bug again related with the developers. And after completion of the bug fixing, those defects which are accepted by the developer, which are said to be the bug. Got my point now, right? So now, what is issue or a problem? Okay, any query comes client this is said to be issue. After the project is developed, tested, hand over to the client is using. After some time, any problem will come for the client. That is called an issue. Okay, the issue has to rectify by the again. Okay, company. So in the issue fixing again. Okay, deployment engineer has to go, tester has to go, developer has to also check, okay, all together and resolve that, okay. Now that's why actually last class we discussed VV model. Now actually what is the main model? Agile model. What is Agile model? I'll explain later, you can understand, right? So in Agile model, what we have all together sitting in the single room developing model. That means here tester will available, client will available, developer is available, okay, everybody is available here, okay. That clear? Yes. Next point is difference between project and product. Difference between project and product. What is project? Project is prepared by the company by taking the requirement of the single user. Okay. When we purchase one project, we are authorized person to use it respective one. So one person or particular person's requirement, if you fulfill, then that is called project. Not like the product. If you take a okay, Mysore sandal soap. So Mysore sandal soap, what who will use? Everybody use, right? Anybody can use. That means that is a product. Okay. So taking the requirements of some 10 members or 20 members and they gather some information, then they will do the testing. Then they will prepare a project. That is called product. Product is prepared by company taking the requirement of the multiple users. When we purchase one product, you okay, you don't have any right to change the requirement from the project. Understand? Here, Vishal. Hello, Vishal, am I
Yes,
audible?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. Some internet issues are there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So that maybe some problem is coming actually. Your internet is not connecting, not unstable because of rain. No problem. Okay. Now, Satyam, if you
Sir.
take one, yes, yes,
Sir,
yes, Rajan.
WBT and BBT, what is the exact meaning of?
For example, one minute I will explain. For example, if I develop a project, I am testing on the project. I will tell you 1 minute. Okay. One module I am doing here. One module login for my hand. Okay.
तुले समजलं का विक्या तुला समजलं काय
WPT. Now observe here, Rajan.
Yes, sir.
I am testing the code. Login. I am checking whether login is correct or not. Okay. I am testing the code. What is the testing here? Building. Okay. I am building the solution. Whether errors will come or not. No errors. So this is called WBT. White box testing. Developer. See, Rajan, if I ask you do this testing, you can't, right? Rajan?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Well, because you are a tester,
Hello?
you are not a developer. I am a developer here. That's why I know the coding. I am testing on the code, whether it's correct or not. This is called WBT testing.
Correct.
For example, after completion of this, on the runtime, here I have exe file, right? Exe file I have, right? Okay. Now I am closing this. I have, see, this is one module, right? One module I am testing. Multiple modules also I can test. So who will test? Developer will test. The testing done by the developer is called WBT testing. Got the point?
Yes,
So
sir.
checking the errors also testing, right? In my end, I am testing the,
Yes, sir.
okay, I am checking the errors. Your end is what? Black box testing.
Yes.
That also I'll explain, okay? First, just now see, observe here. You are going to here, already the project is comes, okay? Just you are checking, sorry, Microsoft. Close out. Close out. 1 minute I will once I will deploy this. Actually I think I deleted that. 1 minute. You solution explorer. Publish. Next. Finish. Okay.
हाँ बोला
Are you visible my screen? Hello. Rajan.
Yes, sir.
So, let's set up. Install. So now I no need to open the application here. Yes, I'm closing. Now this is a build file. Suresh. Username. Login success. This is. So see, I am checking the behavior of the application, right? Correct or not? I am checking the behavior of the application. This is called black box testing. Got my point? White box testing done by the developers. Black box testing done by the testers. Clear? Okay. Now see, what are the white box testings? What are the black box testings? I will explain everything. Okay. Right now. Before that, I am explaining just project and product. So project means a single user. Product means a multiple users. This is multiple users. This is a single user. Okay. Right now, the project code. Now, STLC, software testing lifecycle. Software SDLC already you listen, right? SDLC already you listen. Now, in SDLC, testing is one phase. Under the testing phase, we have okay, STLC, software testing lifecycle. Software testing lifecycle. Okay, now software testing is not just a single activity, it consists of series of activities carried out methodologically to help certify your software product. These active stages constructive software testing life cycle. Now check it. Okay, once check it. Okay. What is software testing life cycle? Observe here. Observe here. This is the software testing life cycle.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
software testing life cycle in another definition, sir, identifies what test activities to carry out and when to accomplish those test activities.
See, only testing part here. Rajat, you understand? Only testing part. When testing is starting, when testing is closing. You understand my point? Rajat?
This definition are wrong.
Yes, correct. That's what I'm saying. Whatever you said, correct. When testing is started, when testing is closing. Only testing phase. You got my point?
Acha. Okay, sir.
You said correctly. That's what I'm saying. Starting testing, ending testing. That's it.
Acha.
In between what happens? In between what happens, we have to check. Right? Correct? Rajat? Hello? Rajat? Hello? Hello, Rajat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see. Requirement analysis, okay, test planning, test case development, environment setup where I have tested the test case, test execution, test lifecycle. Starting the testing and ending the testing. Starting the testing and ending the testing. Okay. Starting requirement analysis. Where it is starting? So in V model I already explained. Okay. So when document is prepared, equivalently the document is correct or not. That we have to test first. That is called requirement analysis. Got my point? Okay. From document, then coding and testing. Okay. Then up to these all activities. Okay. All activities we have to listed in the test case. Listed in the test case. See, those are testing by the tester. See, instead what we have in requirement analysis, tester will test, okay, developer will develop, okay. See, in the design and coding part, 90% of testing do by the, okay, developers only. That those testings are called unit testing and integration testing. Unit testing and integration testing. Single level module test, that's called unit testing. Integrate all the modules testing is called single level testing is called unit testing. Combine all the units, then testing is called integration testing. After completion of integration testing level, unit testing integration, then main testing is started. Testers will start the testing. In that case, you have to prepare the test case. Remember, Rajat and Vishal, test case is prepared by the testing engineers, not developers. That's the point.
Okay, yes, sir.
These 2 points, when we start, when the document is prepared, testing team also active and testing team also started. Okay, analysis on the requirements, analysis on the requirements. Okay, then they plan the testing how they are going to test. So don't think unit testing and unit testing and integration testing, not testing. Those are also testings. Okay, those outputs will get from the developers. Okay, then build will release. On the build, we start the testing. So in that case, we are preparing a test case where I have to prepare the test case. I have to set up an environment, that is Excel or okay, different tools are there actually. ALM tool or another tool is there. Okay, so they will first to set up the environment. 90% they are doing Excel, and every company they prepare their own Excel sheet actually. Just like see, observe here, login form, Microsoft Excel. Where is Microsoft? Microsoft Excel. Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yes, 1 minute. I'll show the how to prepare a test case, how to set up the environment. Okay, now observe here, Vishal. For example, if take this is a test case, again I'll explain. Just overview I'm giving. Okay. Now test. Okay. Case ID first. Test case ID. Okay. Now second one. Test case. Test case. In this test case, we will get plenty of test scenarios actually. Okay, test scenarios. Now, third one, expected data. Expected data. Actual data. Pass or fail. This is a sample test case. This is the environment setup. Got my point? I prepare the test case here. First test case ID, test case, expected data, actual data, pass or fail. Got my point? Rajat and Vishal.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this we have to prepare. So after will come. Okay. Now see. Now see. Next to test case environment setup was here. Let's test execution. Okay. See, we are executing, we are writing the test case ID. So test case ID 1. Okay. ID 1, otherwise some TD test case. Okay. 23 like this. Okay. Now test case. Enter valid. Okay. Force. This is actually now expected data. Okay, it has to accept. So second case also the actual data accepted. Accepted. Pass. If not accepted, what happens? Right?
Yes, sir.
So that is nothing but test execution. After execution the test, so all defects are cleared by the developer. Then we close the testing phase. Understand? Then we close the testing phase. Test cycle closer means we are entered into the maintenance phase. Simply, you understand what will happen in the test STLC software testing life cycle. First, we have to start the requirement analysis, test planning, test case development, environment system, test execution, test cycle closure. Test cycle closure. Clear? Understand? Yes?